Another big game in the Big Ten, no pun intended. Oregon at Penn State. How important is this game for the Nittany Lions, and especially quarterback Drew Aller, a local kid? He's from Medina up this way.
It's extremely important for Penn State, and I don't think there's a player in the country with a bigger spotlight on him than Drew Aller because he's got the reputation of folding in big games. And these wide receivers, we don't actually know if they're good yet. And honestly, against lesser competition, Penn State's offense has not looked great in their first three games. They need to get it together on offense in time to beat a really good and red hot Oregon squad. Penn State, they don't have a lot of other wins, on their schedule to make up. It's a soft out of conference schedule. They have this game, they have the Ohio State game and the Indiana game. 10-2 probably still gets them in, but if they get off on the wrong foot in this game and then they have to beat both Indiana and Ohio State, it could be a tough task for them getting to the playoff if they lose this one.
So Oregon kind of reloading. What do they have? What do the Ducks have coming back?
Reloading for sure. Their offensive line looks fantastic with some transfer guys coming in there. Dan Lanning's putting the defense together. And the biggest piece is that Dante Moore, through his first few games, has been one of the best quarterbacks in the country. And, that was the big question for Oregon, was their passing game. You just had two Heisman finalists in a row, and Bo Nix and Dylan Gabriel both graduate at quarterback back-to-back. Well, all of a sudden, through his first few games, Dante Moore is playing like he could make it a third year in a row like that. If he goes out there against Penn State in the whiteout at Happy Valley and he tears them up, Moore is going to enter that Heisman conversation.
All right, another one, an SEC matchup, Georgia-Alabama. What do you expect in there, and I mean, do you ever read it all on Alabama?
I'll be honest with you, in this game, this matchup specifically, they're both good, but they're both very talented teams. But this is maybe the hardest game to read of the whole weekend because you've got two teams in very similar spots. Their defenses are talented, but there's some flaws. Their offenses both have first-year starting quarterbacks who are playing in big, big spots right now. We saw Gunnar Stockton come through at Tennessee. That's a massive win for him and his confidence. But I really feel like this game is going to come down to who runs the football better. I think both quarterbacks could go out there and play well, but who can control the pace of the game? And Alabama, look, they got to play more disciplined football. Even in some of their wins, I see moments where they don't play with enough discipline. Kirby Smart in Georgia right now, they're the masters of discipline and not beating themselves, but they've both shown bits of weakness this year. This is a huge game, especially for Alabama. They do not want to be 2-2 to start out and be behind the eight ball when it comes to the playoff race.